Hi, sixth grade. I just want to go over some stuff that we did today so that you're ready for band on Friday. We have to talk about bell covers. This is something that we have to use when we're in person. When you're at home, you don't have to worry about it. In person, we have to have this on. But we're going to start with flutes. They're the weirdest ones. There's two ways that air comes out of the flute. So it's from the head joint and the foot joint. So that's why you have these shields, okay? And these rip off so you can clean them afterwards. Because you can't play a mask on a flute. It just doesn't work. I tried. But you're probably like, why do I have a baby sock? So to cover the other part, you have a tiny little baby sock, and then you put your rubber bands on. Now the only thing to be careful of is that you're not pressing that last key down. Okay, so make sure that that is free. Okay, that's flute. Clarinet, you basically have like a sock, so that goes on first. Then everyone has a piece of, looks like felt like this, a square. This is bigger than the clarinet one, but that goes on next. This is the filter. And then you have like a nylon thing, and that's your bell cover. That kind of holds it all on. You can probably keep this together in your case this whole week, and then we can wash it later, okay? So that's clarinet. Next woodwind is alto sax. Yours is just a tiny bit different. You have this red square, and so this red square just lays on top, and that's the first layer. Same thing, Merv 13. Oops. This guy's trying to slip away on me. Merv 13, and then the same nylon, and that's gonna keep it on. Same thing, saxes. You can probably keep this together the whole week like this, but that's basically your bell cover, okay? Then we move on to brass. The one thing different that brass has is you probably noticed you have like a puppy pad or like a rag, or I did some mattress protector covers. These would be thrown away after you use them. These are your spit pads, okay? Because we have to make sure the spit gets out of the room and not in the carpet. You can use your own washcloth, and then that just stays in your case and has to stay with you. But for trumpets, you have the same thing as like a clarinet. So you've got like the sock. So that's always the first layer. My sock doesn't want to go on right away. And then your Merv 13, and then nylon. Trumpets, you also might be able to get away with keeping this on the whole time. Just make sure that you're emptying your spit valve into the spit pad, into that puppy pad. You can bring your own washcloth too. And then French horn, trombone, and baritone don't have socks because that would be a ginormous sock. So you just have like sheets, okay? So what I would do, so it's basically like old bed sheets, old t-shirts. So we have this, and you're kind of gonna MacGyver it on. So what I did is I just grabbed two corners, and you can just tie it on, okay? So one layer of that, and then you have a bigger square, because you have bigger bells, of the Merv 13. Now, some of you might have another sheet, just another t-shirt, so you would tie that on the same way. Some of you have like a bigger nylon, like French horns, and I think euphoniums have these guys. And then these would go on the top as well, okay? The only other thing are the masks. So make sure, I have these for you. So they're like this. We just have to make sure that they fit your face. But notice it's just a tiny slit, okay? It's not like a huge giant hole, because it can't be over your mouth. We have to keep, over your nose. We have to keep your nose covered. But we just have little slits, okay? These are provided for you. You'll be able to use this because this covers a lot of hours, and we can only play 30 minutes at a time. So you basically could use this the whole first quarter. You're welcome to use your own if something fits better and is more comfortable with a slit, but make sure it's just a slit, not a giant hole. Yeah, so practice at home. See if you can get your bell covers on. Let me know if you have issues. But we'll need these right away on Friday. So make sure that you have all your bell cover material with on Friday so that we can play. All right, see you then.